Nairobi. Not today's Nairobi. Go back, way back before the flyovers, before the skyscrapers, before the traffic jams we complain about today. Under the British rule, transport in Kenya was controlled through big buses, Kenya bus service, government toll, slow, expensive, and the ordinary mwananchi, they waited and waited. But that is about to change, because Kenya is also about to change. Kenya is free. The Union Jack comes down. The green, black and red goes up. A nation is born. But freedom brought a question. How do you move a free people? The colonial buses were still running, still slow, still not enough. Nairobi was growing fast. People were moving from the villages, coming to the city looking for work, and they needed to move. So one man, we don't even know his name, looked at people standing at the roadside, had an idea. The fare was 30 cents, 3 coins, in Swahili, tatu, 3, matatu. That is where the name came from. Not from a government office, not from a marketing team, from the price of a ride, from the streets. The first matatus were not flash, no graffiti, no speakers, no neon lights, just a station wagon packed with too many people going where the buses would not go. They had no license, no insurance, no rules, just hustle. Pure Kenyan hustle. The government tried to stop them, police chased them, they were called illegal, called a nuisance, but the people loved them because the matatu went everywhere. The matatu waited for nobody. The matatu was theirs. And all of a sudden, President Jomo Kenyatta does something unexpected. He makes the matatu legal, official, recognized by the government of Kenya. But it was not because the government loved them. It was because they could not stop them. The people had already decided the matatu was here to stay. And with that stamp of approval, things started to change. And they changed fast. Something was happening to the matatu. It was growing up, getting bolder and getting louder. Owners started painting their vehicles big, bright, fearless colors, reggae, rumba, hip-hop, whatever was hot on the streets. Then came the sound systems. Speakers that are so big they filled the whole roof. Music that is so loud you felt it in your chest, because this was no longer just transport, this was an experience. This is where NGANYA was born. NGANYA. Not just any matatu, the king of matatus. The one that makes you stop and stare, the one you remember. The matatu had a dark side. Accidents were happening every week. Drivers racing each other, overloading passengers, running red lights. Families were losing people on these roads. Then, in the year 2004, the government stepped in hard. The Transport Minister, John Michuki, announced new rules. Seat belts mandatory, speed governments mandatory, uniforms for drivers and conductors, no overloading, no music after midnight.
It has been known all over the world that this thing saves life.
People called them Michuki rules. Matatu owners were angry. They said it would kill their business. But something else happened. The Nganya got smarter. If they had to follow rules, they would stand out in other ways. More art, more creativity, more identity. The rules made the Nganya stronger. The world started paying attention. Photographers came from America. Journalists came from Europe, all asking the same question. What is this? How does a bus become a work of art? How does a commute become a concert? Nganya art went into galleries, into fashion collections, into music videos, and what started as a man with an idea and 30 cents fares had become a global symbol. A symbol of Kenyan creativity, Kenyan resilience, Kenyan pride. More than 60 years have passed. Kenya has changed. Nairobi has changed. But every morning you hear that horn. You feel that bass. You see those colors coming down the road. And you remember, this did not come from the government. This did not come from the boardroom. This came from the people. The ordinary Kenyan.